We have a guest in the studio, Mudashiru Shitu, joining us now. Mudashiru, good morning. It's good to have you.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
First time this year.
Yeah.
Okay, compliments of the season, right?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
What's today's date? 9th? Oh,
Yes, it's still allowed.
It's still allowed.
Yeah, first couple of weeks, I believe.
Okay, until the end of January.
All right.
All right, so we're counting down to the Olympics, right? It's 196 days, and before we know it, we will definitely be in Tokyo. And of course, Team Nigeria preparations, it's all going everywhere across board.
You sure about that?
Expectations, yeah.
You sure
Hi,
about
I mean, we have different qualifiers across. Of course, I'm so sure about that. I mean, after that Adopt and Athletes campaign that was put up and all that, we know that most of these athletes have qualified. They have sponsors right now and are going through different trainings. From February, we should have more. But right now, we have the beach volleyball and, of course, the volleyball team. They are in Cameroon and Ghana, for qualifiers and all that. The one in Ghana, they qualified for the final round, which is a good one. Then the ones in Cameroon, they just won the first.
All right, Cecilia, you understand why we're skeptical, right?
Yeah,
about these things, Mudashiru.
I think I want to go with you, Tayo, because the fact remains that to qualify for the Olympics, there are some games you need to play. Like, for example, badminton, you have to go and gather points to get to the qualifiers. There are some that it's your ranking, your own personal ranking that qualifies you to the Olympic. But there's nothing showing, obviously, because we're still in Nigeria. Let's don't forget that some of this preparation might be on a personal note. But with the adoption of Adopt Your Athlete initiative the minister have just brought in, we hope that that can actually facilitate. But we know Nigeria. I saw Issa Bume some weeks back in Lagos on her own. She just has a brief stay in Lagos before she went back to Cyprus.
Some holiday, relax a bit.
Yeah, relax a bit. Meanwhile, she was preparing. She and another coach. So you know that some of this preparation is on a personal note.
You're right.
Perhaps there might not be sponsors, might not be anything, because those are what preparation is all about. It's not just about you training. It's about the belief that, yes, you have endorsement, you have a backup and all that. But if you have to ask me what's going on around Nigeria here as regards to, I tell you, 90, 70% is on a personal note. And what can we get that feelings that it's Olympic here when they talk? So Aruna Kodri spoke some days back. I said this year is hoping that table tennis will have a medal. You know, he did that historical event in 2016. You understand, being the first Africa to get to the quarterfinal. Right. And he's 18th in general ranking right now. You ask yourself, where does that motivation come from? Definitely.
That's why I mentioned the Adopt an Athlete campaign that was done, where some of these athletes have been adopted, which is a good one. But I think where you're going is we having like a campaign where you have everyone actually coming together and being in one place. Because Choma Joanjali mentioned that before now, what they usually do, they have like this long camp system and all. But then when all the athletes are in one place, I mean, is it not better for you guys to be playing different tournaments across the world in preparations for it, getting ready, getting more matches, than just being in same place in camp or something like that?
I think it's the most important thing is the preparation in whatever forms you want it to be, whether there should be a closed campaign or because obviously they can't be in a closed campaign because you have to go to some countries to gather points to get your points, like badminton now. The lady there, Dorcas, she has to travel across, to make sure she get, like Aruna Kodri, for example, 18th in the world, very fantastic. This is not the first time he's getting that. He has to do so more for himself. But the fact is that you're looking at it from the angle of the ministry. I don't think there's anything so obvious. You understand? The ministry, behind the scene, which you will not favor them, they might, but there's nothing obvious in the sight of the public. They are doing anything. Like now, I just saw the program of table tennis for the year 2020. It was sent to me. I realized that there might not be so much catchment for preparation for the Olympics other than the normal. And some of these federations are having issues. Like now, what would you think the Athletic Federation will be doing this year where there's division in the in the federation?
Have a choice. The World Indoor Championship starting in March, so they have
so the whole preparation is more personal than the ministry or a federation
like
thing.
I get what you're saying. Okay. A lot of personal preparations going on then. Boys want a more concerted, more holistic preparations. But still, like you said, 196 days to go. I'm not sure that's enough time to really achieve much, but we'll keep the hope alive, definitely. Let's give you non-Nigerian updates now for ahead of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Organizers have unveiled and displayed the beds that will be used.
Yeah, before that, we're going to talk about the volleyball team.
Okay,
right?
all right, then
yeah,
let's talk about the volleyball team. I'm excited to talk about those beds because they're kind of special.
Let's deal with Nigeria first. I mean, they won their first game at the qualification going on in Cameroon. They lost to Cameroon and they lost to Egypt 3-0. But then the good thing is they were able to beat Botswana 3-1, 25-18, 20-25, 25-20, and 25-23. And that's their first win at the ongoing 2020 volleyball Tokyo Women's qualification. So, which is, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, some teams are actually trying to qualify. So if they book a spot there, to be a good one. But after losing 2 games and winning 1, so there's still hope for these ladies. Okay, now Tayo, your cardboard bed.
Yeah, interesting story coming from Tokyo. The beds that will be used by athletes, 18,000 beds in total at the Games Village, the athletes village. The beds were unveiled yesterday by the organizers, and very interesting feature is that the beds were made from recycled cardboards, and you can understand the reasons why a lot of these things are going on. Those are the pictures for you. That's the bed the athletes will be sleeping on when they get to Tokyo in 196 days.
I think the news is because it's made from those recycled materials. That's what they're trying to tell us. That, okay,
interesting.
I mean, everyone is trying to, be energy friendly.
Yeah, that's
it's fantastic. It's fantastic, and that's like I always want to learn lessons. When things like this are, there's no need of we are bringing it back home. What do you expect from a country that is a giant in technology, Tokyo, and there's been so much glamour about local content? You understand? Those are what we are looking at. So I think it's a very, very fantastic when everything is set for the Olympics.
Yeah, you can say that again. They're ready. The bed frames are made from recycled cardboard, like I said, and the mattresses are formed of polyethylene materials that will be reused for plastic products after the games. The beds are 2.10 meters long, which should be suitable for all but the very tallest athletes as well, to 2.1. I'm not sure it's too many. Maybe the basketballers. Do you have anyone up to 2.1 meters tall over there?
Yeah, they said the average height of participants 4 years ago was 1.77 meters. So that's what they're looking at. So no matter what I mean.
But there's a Chinese basketball player who's 2.18 meters tall.
So that's what they use, 2.18 meters. So
yeah, but the bed is 2.1 meters long, and this guy is 2.18 meters tall.
Okay,
so they're going to have to do...
means a special bed. But I think they've looked at... Okay, we have to look at Doncic. Okay.
Look at Doncic now. Come on. They'll be just fine.
They'll be fine. All right, let's leave that now and talk about what's going on in Nigeria Professional Football League.
Absolutely,
yes,
match day 13.
Match day 13 and some big games. One away victory, and it was by Lobby Stars. And if you check what Lobby Stars are doing right now, it's something that is really remarkable in the sense that they're second. And Plateau United, after losing, I think the results are going to be looking... the table will still be looking very funny. But then let's start with the result. Lobby Stars, yes, against Adamawa United. I'm not surprised about that. Adamawa United are kind of donating points.
Yeah, but any away win is always...
is worth celebrating.
Yeah.
Okay, Rangers, I like that from this game. They practically literally used their second team to win this game against FC Ifeanyi by 3-1. The last time Rangers won was 56 days ago, right? They haven't won in a very, very long time. But then
they're back to winning ways. That's the most important thing.
Ifeanyi by 3-1. Yeah. Warrior Wolves and Heartland. Warrior Wolves winning by lone goal. Abia Warriors and Pillars, that ended goalless. Kano Pillars are doing something really good. Also, other games of the day, Katsina and Plateau United, that's the league leaders. They were brought down to earth by Katsina by lone goal. Aqua United also winning at home, 5 games on the bounce now. Kennedy Boboye churning out results regularly. Sunshine Stars and Jigawa Golden Stars, Sunshine winning by 2-0. And of course, Dakada, their away form. Well, MFM have dented that. They got that victory 1-0 in Lagos. Rivers United and Nasarawa United, it was 1-0. Rivers United winning that one.
All right, so those are the matches played on match day 13 of the Nigerian Professional Football League, and that's what the table is looking like at the moment. Cecilia, not a lot of changes actually. Plateau United, despite that loss, is still on top. Not very comfortable anymore because they're now tied. They're now tied with Lobby Stars, courtesy of that away win in Adamawa. Both sides are on 24 points.
So, and Lobby Stars a game in hand.
Exactly, yeah. So
same goal difference, same points,
right,
game in hand. So Plateau United, watch your back. Of
course, they have to watch the back, but it's still a very long way to go. Mudashiru, there's also Rivers in third, as well as Aqua United. Aqua United, let's talk about Aqua United. 5 wins in a row. Have you ever seen this sort of turnaround?
Revival.
Revival, what else you want to call it? Resuscitation in the Nigerian professional football. They could barely win a game. The coach resigns, Janobu, Kennedy Boye comes in. Now 5 wins
Turn around
in a row.
Yeah, interesting, fantastic. I'm sure they are title contender with that performance.
That was a title
contender for that
chasing run, right?
Yeah, and if they keep with that run, definitely with the fact that we know that just 2 points away from the table leader, which is Plateau United, so they'll be continuing with that. But what's more interesting also is that they're not just only the one that title contender. Our beats that form, they are fourth on the on that log table. We have Rivers United third on the point on that log table, 24 points. They're also title contenders. But what's more interesting, you understand, is that I see Plateau United coming down from that log table, on top of that log table, because we have Rivers United, we have Lobby Stars, and also Aqua United as the only team that has not lost this year. And we know that Aqua United has started their winning ways from last year. So with these wins shows that, and we have Plateau United sitting on top of the log table. Two games this year, they've lost 1 out of that. So it seems temporarily that position might be left out from them. So we'll either see the battle, if the consistency continues like that, between Aqua United, Rivers United, and not forgetting Lobby Stars. And one thing in common is that, apart from Aqua United, in recent time, these guys have won the league. So I think it's going to be a very fantastic league season. And let's look at the powers that usually be on top of that league table. Enugu Rangers on the bottom,
So,
Kano Pillars, middle tables. And it also shows another thing again that's disturbing. Normally at this stage of the competition, we'll see MFM slugging it out, first 4 and all that. But we are not seeing so much of them. They're no more what we talk about every season. Now that's MFM. They now become a stayer. They now become regular. They now become every normal league club that come every season.
Just
to compete. You understand? And this is quite different from what we see them from first 2 or 3 seasons.
Is it because they usually let their players leave and bring in youngsters every season and all that? There's no continuity usually. Just have new players almost every time. Top players.
You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong. Because there's so much beauty in holding on to a particular players. Let's look at the life of Onuwa and the rest of them. They were there for the first 2 or 3 seasons with the same coach. And I think that synergy is what is missing. Though Tony Bolu is trying to get very best of them, but that synergy is something. That's a synergy that kept Kano Pillars for a long time. Having Rabi Ali for a long time, Mohamed Gambo for a very with the same coach for a very long time. That synergy can beat any team. But right now, when you lose that synergy, you are losing the definition of a club.
Well, let's go to the papers now. And
okay, I'll start with Complete Sport. Yes, I'm starting with Complete Sport. Asisat Oshoala is the big picture right here. I don't know why she's making this face, but then I think she's happy. She said she wants to create her own history.
Yes, I mean, and that would be what?
Create another record because Perpetual Nkocha actually, 5 times. Perpetual Nkocha, congratulated her, saying that, look, remember the first time they spoke, she says she's a role model. And she was now just saying, like, you have a player, a player like Lionel Messi will call someone a role model. So that she was really happy about that. So she can actually go ahead and break the record. That's what Perpetual Nkocha has been telling her. So she'll go ahead and break it with a fantastic performance at Barcelona so far. I mean, this year we have the Elcon also coming up, and we know Asisat Oshoala, she always represents anytime she's called upon. So we're looking at another one, maybe next year.
She's on track.
Okay, and CAF Awards 2019 vote, how they voted. Nigerians abandoned Oshoala, failed to vote for compatriots as #1. Okay, I don't know what this is all about. Come on, journalists can vote and have their ideas and all that. People have who they feel they can vote for. So it shouldn't be all about sentiment here. But that's what this is all about. Right here. What do you think?
It's expected, if that so is anything to go by, you understand, as a coach, or
as a captain, yes, but as a journalist, do you vote based on your country? Or you vote based on facts?
No, you should vote based on facts. That's it. Yeah, that's the number one thing. But everybody tends to put that aside. You understand? I might be saying right now that it should be based on fact. But on the D-Day that I need to put down my names in front of who's going to win, definitely I might be just be seeing the green, white, green somewhere around me, and I'll vote for Azeez Atusola. So it's all still based on whether sentiment or fact. It's all like bows and dies down with the person that is voting, which is the most important thing.
Okay. But for the final phase of voting, though, for the men's and women's coaches and captains, they're the ones doing the voting. So what's the complaints about? And she's won it for crying out loud.
She's won it, so why are we making a story out of it? Exactly. She won it and she deserved to win it.
Definitely.
Okay, why Hakimi beats Osimhen? This is going to continue for can we look for another story, please? Because that's
it's topical.
It's topical, right?
Yeah,
why the reason? So what's the reason?
Why is the defender beats a striker who scored loads of goals to this particular award?
I think because Osimhen broke out, this season when he went to Lille.
It was still 2019.
It was still 2019.
I think I'm going to borrow that your response. That was going to be my pocket chew out.
What is it?
The divided vote.
I see, you can't have two people from a country and expect one of them to win.
Maybe that's inside their story as well.
Okay, and Neymar hints at someone. This story is not going to go away.
It's not going anywhere. Let's go to sports in life now. CAF awards Chukwueze attends thigh injury, not bothered by continental snub. Of course, he shouldn't be too disappointed.
Yeah.
He's going to go places if he keeps his head down. Neymar must return to Spain to become world best, as according to Unai Emery. Manchester United considering Donny van de Beek. Interesting. A lot of links out to Manchester United in the January transfer
you're done with
window.
Longstaff, right?
Yeah, now it's Donny van de Beek.
Okay.
Mane can win more awards.
Player.
That's according to Aliou Cissé, the coach of Senegal. Oshola dedicates award to God, praises family, fans, and FC Barcelona for their support. Indeed, to face doctors' knives today. Hopefully, wish Ndidi a very quick recovery. A very interesting one. Finally, Getafe completes a terrible signing. I thought his move to Stoke was a very strange one when he went there, but he's back to Spain. I used to play for Las Palmas. Now, returning to his old
reminded me of, that's why I'm always the first to draw stories about movement of players. You reminded me of Ubon, the guy, he was a record for West Brom. I was expecting him to really do so well. But he lasted just 1 season, 2 seasons, he went back. So I think stories like the Etebo is something that, it was even good for him that Stoke was even in the championship at that time. But I wonder because he's a fantastic player, he has done so well for himself, for the Super Eagles. So I'm still wondering what must have happened. Even in championship, it should be a bad start for him. But we know that move was to be delayed, and I think a good one for him. Hope that he can revive
his career. Very important.
Okay, the final one, Sporting Sun, is the last one. Shola wants to create history. You still have it. And CAF, Africa's best 11, CAF lands in trouble over Ndidi as Salah Monks award. Okay. All right, that's it for the program this morning. I want to thank you so much, Mudashiru, for coming on the show.
Thank you, as usual.
Yeah, it's great to have you. We're wishing you a fantastic rest of the year. Thank you very much for watching at home as well. I am Tayo Salam. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Bye for now.